And while Curtis was in Naperville, she sat down with our own Becky Anderson to discuss her dual life as an actress and author. And that discussion is here in this week's edition of Authors Revealed.
It's Authors Revealed, and I'm Becky Anderson. We are totally thrilled to have author and, of course, actress Jamie Lee Curtis, New York Times best-selling author of her picture books, with her 9th one. It's called My Mommy Hung the Moon, a love story.
At first, it was very hard to call myself an author,
even
though I had written a couple books.
Yeah, but see, you've earned it.
It looks sometimes now like actors or performers from another medium come to the world of children's books, and they want to express themselves. And they see people like myself who've had tremendous success in this field. The last thing in the world I was thinking when I wrote my first book was that it would make me more famous, that it would make me any money at all, and that I would get attention for it.
You know, going back to when you were in high school, and I know maybe academically it wasn't easy, but would you ever have thought that your age now that you would be a best-selling author, New York Times best-selling author?
I never thought in my life I'd ever write a book. I didn't enter my brain sphere. I was an underachiever in high school, very insecure, barely got out of school. School was a nightmare for me. My 20s, I mean, I became an actor very quick, but I never in my life thought I'd write a book. I respect writers. I read voraciously. I join book clubs. I go back to college and take college courses in you know, listening to great professors talk about literature. So I have a great appreciation of the written word, and yet the idea that I, in my life, would ever write books is astonishing to me.
So writing and putting all this down on paper, but creating this, is it in some ways more satisfying than your acting career, or is it satisfying in a different way? That artistic side of it?
Way more satisfying. You know, someone can say, oh, I loved A Fish Called Wanda, or I loved this. I didn't write A Fish Called Wanda. I didn't write, you know, the London Underground is not a political movement. I didn't write it. John Cleese wrote it. It's a funny joke. These come from my brain. I mean, this comes from my heart and my sensibility and the way I look at the world, and it's the closest thing I get to do to be an artist. And I was in horror films. I have danced around in my underwear. I can hardly call that art.
A+. Thank you very much.
Always.
And congratulations for
You're
My Mommy Hung the Moon.
You're a fabulous book lover and a great woman.
You too. You too.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Great to see you again.
It was Jamie Lee Curtis, author and actor, and with her new book, it's her 9th picture book. It's called My Mommy Hung the Moon. Back to you, Dolly.